Bethany from Southern Couture. I'm very excited to show you guys what I did in my illustrating Bible just recently, and I thought it would be fun to do a little video. And so if you want to do the same and you have some ideas you've been rolling around about ways to use the new Bible, this is a fun way to get your first entry in. I know some people are hesitant to jump in when you have a new Bible, but this would be a fun one to just say, hey, I'm going to dive in and do it. If you have not seen the Illustrating Bible, this is by Illustrated Faith from Dayspring, and there is a video that I did showing you the features of it, a little flip through. So I will leave the link down to that video in the description below if you're interested in seeing it. But let's go ahead and get started with what I want to show you today. And that is from this first little tab you see that says permission granted. I wanted to do something fun that would give me a little bit of grace in using my Bible and not feeling like it had to be perfect for every entry, because it is a new Bible. It's a gorgeous Bible and I love it. And I just didn't want that kind of intimidation on me. So what I have done is, here are the permission pages. These pages were designed by Lauren Lanker from The Thinking Closet, and I'll leave a link down to her blog below. But these pages are available for you to get in the Illustrated Faith print and pray shop. And it comes with, I think, 8 PDF downloads that you can then print out and use. And so I will leave a link down where you can also pick up this set. I wished I had another one that I haven't cut up yet to show you the full set. But here are just some of the little pieces that Freedom Reigns. And so like even these pieces that you could keep reprinting out would be fun to use in Bible entries as well. So this will go, you know, not only for these permission pages, but also throughout your Bible. Here were some of the little art element pieces. I printed some of them on the Avery clear sticker paper. I'll leave a link down below to that paper if you're interested in printing them on those, so it's transparent. And then I did some just on cardstock. More little of the dots, and then these were more of the little phrases. And so let me just kind of explain what these permission pages are now that you've seen a little bit of them. It is giving yourself permission to use this Bible for what you want to do in it, not what you feel like it needs to be perfect or this masterpiece. So there is a set that comes with what it says this Bible is for, and then it says this Bible is not for. And so I just flipped to the front pages that I found that were pretty empty. This one was completely blank, and then this one just had the Old Testament on the heading for that page before you go into Genesis. And so there are tons and tons of phrases for things that you want this Bible to be for, and then lots of phrases for things you don't want this Bible to be for. And so Lauren did this years ago, and I remember seeing her post and when she did this on Instagram, and I was just amazed, you know, at her creativity and the grace and mercy that she gave herself to say, hey, this Bible is for, you know, making mistakes. It's okay. It's for all the colors if I want it to be. It is for confession. It doesn't have to be this piece of artwork that's on display for everyone to see. So I just loved that, and I love that she created this set with Illustrated Faith so that we all could have it. I love the watercolor patterns that she's used. And so what I did for this part, because I wanted it to be more transparent on the page, I used the clear labels for all of these elements that you see, and also for the words so that they blend into the page nicely. And then this side we have this Bible is not for. And I mentioned this on my Instagram story one day. It is not for likes on Instagram. And I want to mention that and point this one out, especially out of all of them, because a lot of times we get wrapped up in how many likes and how many comments and are our pictures looking perfect, and that's not what it's about. And so this is a great reminder. Every time you go to flip open your Bible, it is right there in your face as a reminder. And take a second if you need to read through before you start on an entry so you know what your focus should be. So I'm going to fix this real quick. Sorry, that bugs me when I see stuff like that where that washi tape wanted to pop off. So anyways, now what you've been seeing me flip back and forth, this is the devotional set that it comes with it as well. And it's a little 3-page devotional that Lauren wrote. And I have put mine right here in this spiral. I knew that if I didn't and I kept it somewhere else, I was afraid I wouldn't see it or reference it, and I wanted it to be right here in my Bible. So because we have this new spiral binding on this huge illustrating Bible, it gives us the ability to do so many more things than before. Usually I might have this washi in my Bible and it would be really thick, but I love that I have this. And so what I'm excited to show you is a way for you to do this. You may have seen this before. It's very simple. And what you do is, you got her devotional, and when I printed it, usually it would be like you would cut it off right here from the printable, but what I did was I left another margin of about, I don't know, maybe what, a ½ inch, maybe quarter-inch margin extra that I left. And then I covered it with washi tape just to give it, a little bit of color, also a little more sturdiness. And so I used some glitter washi that I had that I thought paired well with the colors that she used. And I put that on the margin. Then I went down with the paper and I just lined it up beside the rings, took my Sharpie, and I just went down where there's a spiral. I just went down ever so far and I dotted it with the Sharpie. Okay, then just take a hole punch, and I believe this is a 1/8 inch hole punch from Fiskars. I will link it down below. And it worked good for this ring. I wouldn't go any too much bigger because then your pages would be coming out so easily, and I would hate for you to lose those. But then wherever you see that dot, you just slide it in, click, 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 all the way down until you have all of those in there. Then I took some scissors and I just snipped right there where every hole was, just far enough to get it where it would be on this side of the hole. You don't want to go past it, of course, just enough to where you have this little spiral or this little openings for the spiral. So then line it up where you want it. And what I did was I kind of get it started a little bit with my fingernail. And then I found it was easy to take the end of a paintbrush. You could do this with like a pen or a pencil too. But just click it right down in and see how easy that goes in. Just like that. And the first time you may have to work with it a little bit to get the pages to bend some with the washi. But then once you have it in there, it's perfect. Go back fixing little pages that are spots that might be sticking up. And there you have it. So now you have this right in your Bible where you can reference it all the time. And so I thought, I gotta decorate it a little bit, so I just put it in here. So what I did was I added little tabs at the top for each of the pages using some washi. These are elements that come in the set as well, and I printed those out, added those there. I left me room because I like to journal a lot and I like to write a lot of notes. So as I go through the devotional, I want to be able to have that space. So here's the second page. Again, I just added some more little details from the kit that she designed, and then on the back I have more I surrender all. And I love the big phrases here that are hand lettered. Those are really nice that come in it, and I hope I plan to print more of those to use in my Bible as well. But that is how I did that. So I left me space to journal. I love having this in here so I can reference it at all times. It's right there. It's not tucked away in a drawer somewhere where I'll forget about it. And then just to top off the pages, she gives you this little permission granted tab. I placed it right at the top and added a little bit of washi. I have been in love lately as well with fabric washi. I just love the texture that it gives, and I did a little bit of a different look, and so that's why I just added that little flag up there as well. And I just absolutely love how this came together. I'm thinking that I might still add just a few more little elements, like I wouldn't mind to do like some little black dots, stamping of polka dots that I have a cute stamp that would work for, so I may do that. But let me show you one last part that comes with the kit, and she gives you this this Bible belongs to phrase as well for you to put at the front of your Bible, and I added just some of the little polka dots that she had as well, and the art elements. And so I'm going to have my name written out here, maybe with some alphabet stickers that I find that I really like to go with it. I'm not sure yet, but I just love that. So I went ahead and got that on this page. I didn't want to cover up anything over here. Particularly, I just like the way it fit on this second page, so you feel free to put it where you want to. That's what I love about this Bible, is there are so many pages, so much space. This extra margin and large paper size, you know, allows us plenty of room to do fun things like this one and the way I've listed them. So, you know, head over, grab your set if you haven't already. Also, I'll leave a link to Lauren's blog, like I said, in the description, because she has a super fun process video, how she used it, and I think you'll really love seeing her ideas and her inspiration behind this little set. And so just give yourself permission today and grace to do what you want to do in your Bible. Listen to God speaking to you and not worrying about if you're going to mess up, if you're going to make mistakes, because you will, and that is okay. And so I want to say something too about that real quick, and then I'll let you go. My very first page in this Bible was actually not the permission pages. It was this little page right here. And you're thinking, what does this have to do with the permission pages? Well, this page, I did some watercolors for the background pages, and I did a link, our video also showing how I did the watercolors in here. So if you want to check that out, you can. But this was my little baby boy's ultrasound picture when he was 26 weeks and 5 days. And so I wanted to, you know, have a special place to put it. But the reason I'm showing you this is because with watercolors, you know, if you get your brush heavy with water, you're going to saturate the page no matter what. Well, in a traditional Bible journal or journaling Bible, it's very difficult to not have some kind of bleed through when you do that on the opposite side. Well, I did that pretty well here, but on this spot, I had a lot of water before I even realized it. I have to be really careful with watercolors because I tend to do that. So what I wanted to show you though was that, yeah, I made this mistake and I was so frustrated. It was my first page. I had made this mistake of putting too much water. I'm already having this bleed through. I was so aggravated. I tried it really well, just finished the page. Try not to worry about it because I can be a perfectionist, and when you flip it over and you see the back, you can hardly even tell that there was any kind of mistake made. There is very, very minimal shadowing coming through this page here, no more than what I might be seeing here or here, and it's because of these thicker pages in this Bible, which is one reason I love it so much. But I want to just say that even though you make mistakes, don't be down on yourself, because at the end, when you're done, you step back, you realize, hey, that mistake turned out to be something I really like, or it didn't even cause a problem at all. So no reason to get in a fuss about it. But I do want to say I make mistakes just like all of you, and it's okay. And you have to give yourself grace, which is why I love Lauren's idea for using these permission pages. But I will let you go now. I could talk about these all day because I just love the whole idea and concept behind it. I hope you'll pick up your set and stay tuned for another video coming very soon. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week and a great weekend. Bye-bye.